and Packer fans, welcome back to the Atrium at GreenBayPackerNation.com. Today is Wednesday, December 16th, getting very close to Christmas. Have you got all your shopping done? I know I don't, but we will see. It's coming, and it's coming really fast. So look forward to that, of course. I'm going to be headed to the great state of Wisconsin, God's country. I'll be hanging out with my family for the first time in a little while, actually, probably since last winter, I guess. So looking forward to that, and of course, looking forward to watching the Packers play with all the family gathered around. It's like a winter, Christmas time tradition to watch the Packers and hopefully watch some snowfall outside. And while it's nice and warm inside and the Packers get another big win, of course, this will be their 10th win if they do win against the Steelers this coming Sunday. Packers with a big win against the Chicago Bears this past week. So we want to talk about that, and we're going to get into pluses and minuses. We're going to talk a little bit about the Steelers, preview that game. Got a couple news items to take care of. Check out the injury report, but there's plenty going on as the Packers head into the last vestiges of this 2009 season and look for a playoff berth. And they are in good position right now. The Packers cannot, they can't afford to stumble right now. They would like to go 3-0 all the way on out, get the Steelers, take care of the Seahawks, and then a very tough game, of course, at Arizona, the last game of the season. So we look forward to it, though, and very happy about the Packers' win against the Chicago Bears. Now, I was one who mentioned, don't forget the Chicago Bears. Don't count them out. Don't think that they can't be a spoiler in this scenario, because I pointed out the division rivalry. That always somehow is a hang-up, and the fact that Jay Cutler, if he's hot and if he's on, he has some dangerous weapons around him, more so than I think probably any of us would have thought at the beginning of the year with the young receivers and really no seasoned veterans. When they're bringing Devin Hester up to be a wide receiver, you thought, well, geez, these guys aren't going to have anything. Well, it turns out they do. The problem that they have is Jay Cutler, the ugliest pick-throwing machine in the National Football League right now, and it is, for us, a beautiful thing. I mean, when he throws interceptions, he doesn't just like Brett Favre would try to fit it in a tight window. It would just be a hair off and the guy would get to it. But Jay Cutler, when he throws a pick, it's like a duck. It's like lofted up. If somebody's in his face, he lofts it to the center of the field, and the receiver is 15 yards the other way. It is just so fun to watch that guy throw interceptions as long as he's not on our team. And he's not. We have Aaron Rodgers, who is doing a fantastic job. The last couple weeks, and I think Aaron at Cheesehead TV mentioned this first I saw it, that Aaron Rodgers has not had his last couple weeks have not been his best work. And yet we're winning the games. And I think that's the most important thing. It's the thing I've harped on from the point in the season when we're 4-4, and people were saying, well, we have these great stats, why aren't we winning? Well, it's because having great stats does not necessarily translate to a win. Only having more points on the scoreboard does. And we've been getting it done lately. I'm proud of the guys for that. Some of the performance, like Aaron Rodgers, there have been his accuracy has been a little off of late, kind of surprisingly so. But again, he's getting the job done when we need it. Of course, we still seem to have some difficulty punching it in the red zone. But for the first time in a long time, Green Bay put 7 on the board on their opening drive. This was fantastic to watch, especially because it came on the first offensive play of the game, and it came by Ryan Grant, and it came on the ground. There was no passing involved, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan Grant, 62-yard touchdown run. They had the perfect play called, and the safety bit up and in, and Ryan Grant just off to the races. It was so fantastic to see. Good thing for him. It's been a while since he's had a long touchdown run. He's gotten most of his inside the red zone, and really when we're knocking on the doors when he's gotten most of his touchdowns. So congratulations, Ryan Grant. Definitely a thumbs up in that area. Other thumbs up, Clay Matthews with another fantastic game. This guy's motor never stops. He is a machine. And it's like every week we have to come up with some new adjective to describe Clay Matthews. First he was the sack artist, then he was a beast, now he's a machine, okay? So Clay, keep bringing it, and we look forward to seeing more sacks. I want to see him at the top of the sack list by the end of this season. He's, I believe, has 8 or 9 now. I'm not sure. I didn't look that up. I had kept tabs on it before, and I think we talked about it in the 5th quarter a little bit. But this guy is just doing a fantastic job. There was some chatter about the rookie wall, and it's almost like he just took it personal and just went to town. So Clay Matthews with another good game. Of course, Charles Woodson, he got the ring from me on the 5th quarter right after the game. You know, the guy is the consummate pro. He's out there playing every single snap of every game. Had a couple dropped interceptions in this game, very uncharacteristic, but a couple that were right in his hands, but he got one. Nick Collins with another pick as well. So our defense definitely a thumbs up. We are staying right at the top of that defensive ranking board, which I don't put a huge amount of stock in. Like, you can see teams up there that are fantastic against the run. They don't necessarily get the job done in terms of wins. But when you look at a team like ours that is in the top 5 in every single category, run defense, pass defense, overall defense, and we were at the top of the list in overall defense for a week, you know good things are happening, and that's exactly what we're seeing. You know that your defensive coordinator is putting guys in position to make plays. You know that those guys are stepping up and making those plays, and when your defense is functioning at a high level, your chances of success go through the roof. So great to see the whole defense. Dom Capers a thumbs up. This guy put in a psycho package now. He is just continually able to take the injuries and minimize them, to take the absences and minimize them, to take the rookies, the guys that aren't as good as the other guys that we have to bring on the field, minimize their weakness and maximize their strength, and put our defense in a position to win ball games. You know, this week it was the psycho package. 1 down lineman and 5 linebackers. I mean, and why? Well, because our defensive line is dinged up, and our linebackers, they can do a good job in coverage and protect against a possible